Well, the onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley. And we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the San Francisco 49ers. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 20.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted.
Picked off near the 34. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
Well, the top defenses.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On play action, they'll throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for.
And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's got some space here. The 20, 10.
That's right, baby. It's
touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown.
Leonard Fournette, for a big back, he can cover a lot of ground, and he showed off the athleticism there as he broke off a big one.
14.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Raheem Mostert, the ball carrier, brought down at the 30-yard line.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game. Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
To throw now on 1st down. And they move this all the way down to the 9. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score.
Robbie Gould lining up for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Gould with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
No pain, no gain.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And taken right on the 30. call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. This is Mostert. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
On 2nd down, Mostert.
And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking for Daniels that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. In the end zone, touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he knocks it through.
That ties the game at 14. It's Wishnowsky to pick
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Flush to his right. Looking downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Now the extra point.
For the point after.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Buccaneers 21, 49ers 14.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, and it's 3rd and short.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Formation for the 49ers.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taking it about the 16.
Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards.
And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
28. 49ers 14.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Here's 2nd and 8.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a third return for a 49er touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority.
Under pressure, they got him again. Nick Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Second down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
A first down there on a pickup of 25.
5 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Pass rusher extraordinaire, Dee Ford that time, getting the sack. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Deep for Gronkowski. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended target. And now it's third down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll go with a big back Fournette. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Airing this one out for Evans. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 23, and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that, see if he can brace up, and also
Not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks. The people just leave the candy out at Halloween, and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Looking downfield for Godwin. And got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
Fournette, a first down carry. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Again, it's Fournette. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 22. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
First down, Tampa Bay.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points.
Makes the score Buccaneers 42, 49ers 21.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it first and 10.
A run there with Mostert as he'll push this forward and call it a 4-yard gain on first down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk.
They'll call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow.
And my goodness, another interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker.
You don't like this!
And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
John Brown on
This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
at their own 24-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
This is third down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rob Gronkowski, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs offense continuing to pour it on. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up!
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at that time, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. It's a gain of 3 on what will be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Niners on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now Leonard Fournette. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 23. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
On the play. And this.
The Bucs on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now a handoff looking right. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
First down, Buccaneers.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Check. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Tackled that time by Jarquiski Tart.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette.
And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And he slings one that's incomplete.
He was looking for Raheem Mostert there.
And it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big...
It's a foot race. He's at the 40, past the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. But go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
at their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points,